Hey. So I'm planning on season starting the new Iris, Vigilant Breeze. And today I just kind of want to discuss what I plan on testing. We are not exactly sure how a lot of things work in game with like when you merge with the spirit. But I'm gonna assume is that you inherit the stats of the spirit minus the movement speed, which is talked about in the trade. So basically the new Iris merges with her spirit magi, and as long as you're merged, you gain 5 stacks of breeze, which increase your damage by 15% for each stack, which used to be 10%, but they buffed it by 50%. And during the state, the vigilant state that you're merged spirit magi consume 20% of the max life per second. So you kind of want to get around this, which I'll get to later. And as long as you stay as long as possible in this stage, you gain more stacks of breeze, which is of course more damage. I plan on going down first with this route here, for the enhanced skill, a little bit of healing, which is of course not really feasible yet in the campaign, but as you get like deeper into the map farming, you will be able to sustain this a bit more. And then at level 60, that is towards the end of the campaign, and then you will just be starting going into the map system. And then I will most likely pick this one. For every max breeze stack, for every consumed, you get extra stacks, which of course again translate to 15% additional damage. And then later on this makes it so that the regen you have also infects your magi, which by then I'll be stacking a lot of like regen on the passive tree and on your gear. This one could potentially also be good, but it needs a little bit more like deeper thinking than I have to make this work. So how do I plan on sustaining the Vigilant Breeze during the campaign? First you have Rejuve, which you get access to at level 50, which is a little bit late, but better late than never, which eventually goes up to 95 live regen per second. And earlier on you can also get prayer, which also helps with the healing. So these two combined are already like quite potent in the healing. And during the campaign, I think you can, I think it's the third or fourth treasure trove, you can start getting interlock souls from the treasure trove, which is more minion damage, more max life, which is always not bad, and the regen 3% of the health, and you can dual wield these. So that's 6% minion life regen plus the prayer and then plus the rejuve. Which by then we should be able to sustain this, I hope, or at least extend the duration that we are in this. And then combined with the healing you get from your enhanced skill, should be good. And which magus am I planning to use this? Erosion. Because first of all, it looks really cool. Aesthetics first. And then I'm planning on first off getting the not the bleak grass up, just for the extra healing, enhanced skill chance, which is just a more multiplier damage of the standard attack. And like I just said, you get extra healing here for every time it is cast, so it's better to try and get this as high as possible. And later on, more towards end game, and when these magnificent skill gems become available, sorry, support gems, I will be going with not this one, this one. This replaces the trigger chance of the Empower skill. Normally the Empower skill triggers an enhanced skill when taking damage, but this skill replaces that with the ultimate instead. And the ultimate is a lot more damage, with almost an 1800 multiplier, and it can attack up to 20 enemies at once. So yeah, that looks really good for clearing. We have to see how it feels for general running the map and everything, but that is kind of my plan about this. And then you also have this is then the skill. You also get additional erosion damage. That is the plan. And towards the end game, I'm thinking you could also go Prevent Nemesis, because your Spirit Magi takes 1000 damage when you are not at full life, which you're not really always on full life in mapping, so this should like trigger a lot. And I'm not entirely sure, but I think if you reserve like a little bit of your life, this will also count as not being on full life. Yeah, so if you just reserve like at least 5%, this should work. And it then triggers, because technically when you are merging with a spirit, you are a spirit, so you will be taking 1000 damage, which then again triggers the Empower skill, which then triggers a ultimate. But this will have like a 1+ second cooldown, so we need to find like a way from like on gear or on just on the passive tree as well to get like significant enough cooldown to make this work. And I also plan on using the miniature Void Sea, which I'm gonna guess is gonna be more expensive because it got significantly buffed. Like 14 to 15% additional minion damage for every minion you have, stacks up to 7 times. So you will in general have 3 Spirit Magi, one from your own just for using the Spirit Magi, and then +1 from the first skill that you pick, Soy Support skill, and the third one is from here. Yeah, so let's just see what's most preferable here. Later on it's most likely to switch to here for the more damage and the extra Spirit Magi in the map. And you also get like the extra main skill trigger, interval of 3 seconds, but that is not as important. This will not affect the regen that we have, because it specifically says restoration skills, and it doesn't specify like the regen we have on gear or from auras and that type of thing. So yeah, that is my season starter idea in a sense. I sadly do not have time Friday, Saturday and Sunday to be able to play this like the entire weekend. Because life, and I still have to work, and I'm still like a hobby YouTuber in that sense that just puts out videos that are not exactly high quality, but I just like sharing my ideas that I have and see if it works out or not. So yeah, if you start this and it goes amazingly, please let me know, and then I know that I'm a genius now. No, I'm not expecting this to work because this is really no. What I'm saying, of course, is working in a sense, but I'm not entirely sure because whenever I always think of something, it doesn't end up working that way. So yeah, let me know if it works out for you, and yeah, have a good day. I wish you a good season start. Like and subscribe, comment, especially comment because I like reading comments and I respond to it. Every single comment because I just like interacting with you all. I say as I'm 8 subscribers with barely comments, but you get what I mean. Yeah. Have a good day.